Good. Hey everyone.
Hello. Where'd
Just
it go?
making sure the sound works. I'm switching to the there's a delay with the YouTube channel, so I just want to make sure sound works. Yep, it's good. Hey everyone. So we are going to have a moderator tonight. We didn't schedule this, so there probably won't be a ton of people at the beginning. We're pretty much recording this to
for posterity
to respond to I've been saying the past few days, and I know that's probably why this happened, because the past day or so, everyone, yeah, I know they are disgusting. But we're an open book, and we're gonna talk about it. We wouldn't have responded normally to anything anyone said, and I said just the other day, like, we're just gonna do what we do, and we're gonna just continue and not even watch or do anything or talk about anyone. And of course, that's everyone. Hey, Jill. Of course, when you try to take the high road like that, the people who are at the lowest of the low will try to figure out a way to like get
under your skin.
Like they'll try to do something that they'll think really bothers you. Now, personally, when I heard about this tonight, what TM is doing, I honestly immediately ignored I actually told YouTube I don't want to see any of this content anymore. I wasn't going to look at it. I made the mistake of telling Jen, hey, there's this channel, and I noticed that it was related to her. It's okay. Thank you, Linda. It's related to some old blogs that Jen had.
A blog that I had about 15 years ago.
Yeah. And an old YouTube channel that she had thrown together. And I'll let her explain what that is all about. I'm just explaining right now why we're deciding to respond. I mean, it's because any subject under the sun, like you could talk about what people look like, I mean, you can make comments about what people do or what people believe or what side of the argument they fall on. But when you try to attack good people on a subject like mental illness and things like, I know many of you watching this later have either had to suffer from depression or a whole number of some sort of mental illness. And there's a lot of people out there, especially people, I think, from what I've seen, a lot of people reaching out to us who are like, I'm really sensitive and I have these feelings.
Right. I want to do this to, I don't know. I can't think of the word I was going to say. I'm just a little bit upset.
You will not see her pissed off often. Like, okay. Yeah. And unfortunately, that gives them more fuel. And I told her,
I know.
We shouldn't do this. But she really wants to just, instead of letting them tell the story, she's going to come right out and tell the story. She's going to tell everything.
Because not hiding it.
We're not hiding it. I'm certainly like,
Ryan's not using me as a conduit because I'm mental or anything.
Yeah, thank you, honey Alder. There a lot of people, you got to understand, a lot of good people don't like her. Don't like that.
I don't care if you like her or not. I care that she's exploiting me. And also, therefore, people who deal with mental illness by having this live she's having right now. And not only that, there are a couple people.
See, everyone says she's psycho. We're getting like a ton of comments that she's psycho.
Well, there are a couple people on there as well attacking how I look, which is, I mean, I know Ryan's like, it's gonna happen, and I know that, and it's just mean. And so I'm just gonna come out and tell you my story.
So
not the whole thing, but a lot of it.
The floor's yours, Jen.
I do suffer from mental illness. I have dealt with it most of my life. I've been through a lot of medical help. I've taken all the steps I need to keep it under control, which I have it under control now, believe it or not, TM. Sorry. Yeah, so the blog that she's talking about is from like 15 years ago, something like that. I don't even remember. And that's when I was going through a hard time. So I decided to use blogging as a way to just express myself. And
See, a lot of people are saying they suffer from mental illness too.
yeah, I knew you guys would understand. And even if you're not suffering from it, I think you can appreciate the fact that exploiting somebody for their ailments, which, like, what if I had, I don't know, diabetes? Would you make fun of me because of that? Or would you say I was having visions because my blood sugar was low or something? I don't know.
No, they would. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so yeah, you guys, Deanna, thank you. And, you know, because of what I went through, I know how many people also deal with it. But just...
Sorry to keep interrupting. Look, Mama Raymond came from their channel. She'd rather listen to you.
Oh, so. Thank you, Mama
so you
Raymond.
Thank you so much.
Sweet, very, very sweet.
Sorry, go on.
That's okay. So I don't know how much of my story I should tell, but I have had hospitalizations. I have had medical treatments. I take medication. I've had counseling, all those things, because I'm trying to take care of myself. And because of that, anything I do now, I know is valid. Ryan is not using me as a puppet or whatever you guys are thinking, because he's not. And he's not giving me a little job to do because I'm bored. He's not doing that either. I have strong feelings about this. And I so care about Summer. And and doing this right now is like wasting time because we're talking about something else other than Summer. I know. But I don't want any of you to feel like I'm going through this blindly and doing it because Ryan's making me. He's not showing me what to see. I feel what I feel. And yeah.
And so another thing with mental illness too, and especially if a lot of you have mental illness, and I mean, if you look at my old video, I think they're even playing one.
Thanks, honest.
They are sociopaths. So, see, I didn't want to.
No, no.
We're still not going to attack them.
I don't want to attack them, just, you know, to get back at them or anything.
We're still not going to attack them, but this topic has to be discussed because it's really important. A lot of people out there, a lot of you probably worry about how people will judge you because maybe in the past you had some kind of mental illness and you're worried if people find out, they're going to like not take you seriously.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this. I don't know how much I can say to try to convince people that I'm in my right mind now, because I am.
You don't.
I guess I don't have to. I'm just saying, like, I'm going into this this whole endeavor, finding Summer, with my eyes wide open and on medication.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know. I feel like I've said that I've been in remission for about 6 to 10 years. So in that amount of time, I've been, you know, on the level, keeping balanced, and that's really what I strive to do. And Ryan told me about Summer. I looked at a few things, and I watched Dr. Phil and all this stuff, and he's like, hey, I know you're sensitive. Maybe you can see how you feel about this. And, you know, the feelings I've had are true. And I want them to be, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to share with you the beautiful rainbow, the butterfly, you know, all the things that I think she's showing us. And those things were real, by the way. I took pictures.
Always took pictures. I think something good can come. I think something good can come of this, though, because the fact that they went after mental illness, I think it's good for any of you that have ever felt attacked because of your own mental illness at any point? Someone trying to make you feel like you're less than capable of doing things because maybe you had depression in the past. We went through that years ago, and it took years to recover from the mental illness. Like you have to, as if you've been through mental illness, you know, you've got to try different doctors, different medicines, different, and until it can take years to get to the point when you have
when you're balanced.
When you found balance, and balance is what, if you're seeing any goodness in Jen, any sincerity right now, it all came from years of growth and finding that balance. And she takes care of herself.
I think that's why it makes me more angry, because I've worked so hard,
very hard,
to find this balance. And I had a feeling, you know, I'd have to be touching on the subject eventually, but I didn't think it would have to be so soon. And I wasn't trying to hide it from anybody or anything. You know, I don't like to come out and all of a sudden say, hey, I have mental illness. So, you know, I don't want it, but I want to address it because just, you know, to, you know, be a voice for other people who deal with it, basically. And if you have a mental illness and you are also a sensitive, that's okay. You're not sensitive because you're mental. You know, it's although people will, the stigma with having that sensitivity, we've gotten contact by so many people who will not put their sensitive abilities in public because that's what happens, and they know what's going to happen. I just got a message tonight from someone who said, hey, I've had these feelings my whole life. She's 70 years old. She's like 60 or 70 years old. Never told anyone that, although she surprises people when she will kind of mention something is going to happen and it happens, she freaks people out, but she will never admit to anyone that she has this ability because stuff like this happens. And they'll say that you have some kind of mental illness and all that kind of stuff, or that you're, I don't know. Thank you, honey elder. Jen's balance, I got to tell you, and I'm proud of her because it's not my doing. I didn't make her do any of these things. She's only almost 50 years old, even though she doesn't look like it. I was going to say, I agree with you, Connie. And through the years, she has done things like, she is an avid runner. She goes running and can run like 8 miles as a workout. She's done 10Ks. Like she takes care of her health. She takes care of her mind. She is healthier and happier and more independent and her own person than I've ever seen. So right. And you know, I guess I felt it as an assault toward people who have you know, sensitive abilities or mediumships or whatever, because obviously those other people don't believe in it, and that's their prerogative too. But it doesn't mean you have to attack somebody because, you know, they do believe in it. That's how I'm seeing it. You're only as old as oh gosh. Linda's got a good point. I feel like if I wasn't a little mental, I couldn't survive in this world. That's right. I know. Like, yeah. You got to be resilient. Yes, definitely. Yeah. I agree with, shoot, I just saw a comment from Nana for Life. I love you, Nana. She said, you will never be criticized by anyone. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Anyone doing something. You will never be criticized by anyone doing more than you. Good thought. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's tonight. I didn't want to go on. Jen, of course, was feeling really well. It's a good, I think she has a good message to tell people. I think this is important. We're not attacking them, but this message about mental illness and the struggle she went through to get where she is really important. The thing that made me most mad because I did listen to the beginning of her live stream, which Ryan told me not to, but whatever, is that she, at the beginning, she was giving all these trigger warnings and saying, now, I'm sorry if you're going to be sensitive to mental illness, and, you know, I'm going to be talking about, well, thanks a lot. You're being real sensitive toward people with mental illness doing such a thing, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm mad. I am mad. I'm mad for, you know, people with mental illness being put down. That's what I'm mad about, and not just me. I get offended. I get offended because I know so many people that deal with it in one way or another, whether it's a situational thing with depression, or they have anxiety, or they have even schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever. we're all allowed to live a full and healthy and happy life. And that's just what I'm trying to do, basically.
Yeah, and I have I told you all many times that I've done this type of research in the past, and I've been attacked. I mean, I've had people try to put all kinds of stuff out there about me, so it doesn't bother me as much. But I think what a lot of people in here are recognizing is true, like the type of people who do this. And again, I don't want to attack, but I do have to say this because it's a pattern I see, is the type of people who do this kind of thing, like who will go so low as to actually attack mental illness or even
any type of like, it's like, I don't like comparing it to like cancer or something, but you know, it's any illness. If you're gonna go,
Ziggy,
if you're gonna attack somebody because they're sick, that's just, that is so wrong. It's so wrong.
But somebody just said Benny is the last person who should be talking about people and attacking people. And
yeah.
This isn't specifically about Benny. I know very little about him. I've just seen some of his videos. And
is that the other guy was on there?
Oh, I can't watch his.
Is he the one that said I look like Darlene's boyfriend?
Probably, yeah. Well, the thing is,
okay, that bothered me a lot. I don't think I look like a guy. Do I look like a guy?
And like I look like, what was that?
Oh, he looks like Chris Watts, by the way. So, you know.
Hey, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit.
Jen wanted to come on, and I know nobody wants this drama, but so we mostly.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
What'd she say? What'd she say?
Jealous of my complexion. At least there's something.
So yeah, Benny's one, TM. I don't even want to say JSB, but all those types of people. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, they're at a status in life, if you get what I'm saying, where they have to make themselves feel better by attacking people because they don't have a whole lot going on in their lives. And not to put people down who are struggling in life, but it's usually because, and it's almost like you have to have some sympathy for them because they have so little, or they're accomplishing so little in their lives, that you kind of get why they feel like, oh, here's some people who are trying to be good. Oh, they think they're so good. We're going to attack them because like they think they're better than us. And, you know, so I kind of get why they're attacking and why anybody like that attacks people, which is why it doesn't bother me, because I know why they're doing it. But this is really offensive, what they're doing to Jen.
Well, and also I just wonder how much time she must have spent finding this old blog of mine that I can't even find. I tried. I looked. I can't even find this old blog of mine. And, you know, I wrote it as kind of a journal because way back then, it, you know, was not a big. It
was just like,
I don't know. It was,
getting your thoughts out.
I just did it as like a journal. And if somebody saw it, then maybe they could find comfort in it or, you know, relate to it or something. And honestly, I don't even remember what I wrote in it. So have at it. if you want to go backwards.
Hey, Lady Divine.
15, I'm not exactly sure how long ago, but 15 years ago in my life, and think that's me now, like nobody can ever change or get better or anything, then fine.
You're not like you were in your 20s, really?
I hope not. Maybe in looks.
Yeah. Oh, they'd be jealous because you look like you do when you're 50. A lot of people are.
I'm going to.
By the way, I do drink wine. I like wine. I don't drink like 50 of these, but people even make comments like if they see you drinking
a wine.
Like, get a life. What's wrong with people?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
We're degenerates because I don't know. Whatever. I'm getting too much.
Yeah. So if you want to keep talking about this, that's totally fine. But we are live and we don't go live very often.
I mean, we can just talk. I just had to get all that out because I don't know what made me more angry. The fact that she was attacking me because of, you know, suffering from mental illness, or that she was saying that Ryan's using me for that because I'm sensitive and I have, you know, I see, you know, I'm able to find things sometimes, and I thank you, RV. I look like a guy.
Said, oh my word, Jen, you are a very feminine looking woman. People are so disappointing at times, and I know I need to pray for them, but it's a challenge some days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it is hard to pray for
And it
people
was
like
this
that.
guy that said, I don't even know who he is. If you want to watch their live,
Hey, Lips.
he's on live with her, so you can go tell him he looks like a cousin Ed or something. I don't know.
No.
Sorry. I'm a real person.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm a real person. I'm allowed to get upset.
Joey Fatoni. Who's Joey Fatoni? I need to find out who that is. I've been told I look like a lot of different people.
I know.
So I'm just.
No, but I was saying like maybe one of the worst parts was implying that Ryan uses me and exploits me, and that can't be farther from the truth. He's not controlling at all. In fact, I think I might be more in control than he is sometimes. But we have a very give and take relationship. It's very equal. It's I can't say we've been together for, well, we've been married for 26 years. We've been together for 30. I think, yeah. We're just in our, we have our thing. It's been a long time. So
I agree, Lips.
Yeah.
She said, just love seeing Jen smiling, chatting, and having fun when under attack.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good character trait to have.
Yeah. But, I do get mad just like anybody else. It just irks me so much when people say anything against people with mental illness. I know I keep saying that, but it's just so on my heart to be a support to other people who deal with it. And I don't know, it makes it hard when people like that are in the world. I'll tell you, so much hate.
Hey, Terry Johnson, I was planning on doing like every other week. I was going to do a hiking video, like a Smoky Mountains hiking video or something. Terry just asked if I'm still going to be doing regular hiking videos. This is turning into a lot more research than I expected, and I wasn't expecting to run into leads so quickly, and it would take this much time.
Thanks, it's the weekend. We can be friends.
Nana says, when you aren't used to having a healthy relationship, you don't know what a healthy relationship looks like.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
That is a really good point.
Yeah. And it's what we've learned too is everybody's got their own version of a healthy relationship. Like it can look like two people having a career, putting kids in daycare, and they love that like busy life, that balance. And for another couple, it can be one of them wants to stay home, the man or the woman, it doesn't matter, and raise the kids, and they prefer that. And everyone's got their own story, their own like strengths and weaknesses.
And we have two girls, and they're well, they should be out of the no. They're at the age that they could be out of the house. They're almost out of that. Well,
one of them is.
But anyway, what was my point with that? Oh, so now Ryan and I are kind of like in those years where we can really enjoy, stuff again. No, we can enjoy, being together, going out, doing things. And I think we see this search for summer as one of the things that we just enjoy doing together.
Oh gosh, Linda, that would never happen. Oh my God.
Good luck. Good luck, TM.
Jen TM probably wants your man.
Not, especially not.
Anyway, so what I want to do, if anybody actually wants to talk about, that topic anymore, any questions for Jen about stuff she's been through? She's an open book. She'll tell you anything.
I don't care.
Or if you have questions for where we are in our, and I.
Thank you, Leslie. Or let it be.
Power couple. Yeah, and we should have done this our first live. I'm sorry, I love Justin still. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. I know people have issues with everyone. I love Justin. I love Ziggy. I love, my gosh, another realm, even though she's mad at me now because I put down EVPs. I'm so sorry. Nana for life. I'd list everybody here, and I've gotten to know so many good people. We've gotten to know so many good people, and I'm going to still talk to everyone I want to. The problem is in this community, if you throw a name out there, any of you throw a name out there,
Danny.
There's a small group of people or a large group of people who hate that person. So it's like in high school, if you talk to one person, all of a sudden you're aligned with that person, and everybody assumes you have the same beliefs as them, and they attack you for aligning with them. So it's sad that it's like that. But we are going to at least accommodate. People really don't want the drama. They don't want alignments, and I get that.
Right.
We're talking with people on the other side, and we're aligned with researchers who are on the side of Dawn and Candace and believe they're innocent. We don't care because
Yeah, we don't want to make any preconceived
we are truly not
decisions until we're 100% sure what happened.
So we're going to talk to who we want to. Yep. We probably, every live like this, it'll just be us. It'll be just us. We won't probably have specific people on panel. We may interview locals and like, or someone important we're interviewing who's relevant to what we're researching. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, we'll bring them on and maybe talk to them, but we may not, if we can. Like half of what we're doing is stuff that we can't even talk about until 2 weeks later when we've figured out if it's relevant or not. So, but anything you guys want. I'm going to keep an eye on chat because I don't want a mess the other night, but we don't have yet quite as many. So
too bad.
So anything you guys want to ask us about, we'll actually do a real live tonight for a little while, maybe about an hour or so, and just chat with whatever you want to talk about, whatever you're curious about, what we're looking into. I can tell you anything you want to know. Yeah, well, you got mad.
I got mad. I'm all like
heated. And we will avoid the drama. I promise. This is just something that
I couldn't ignore it. I couldn't ignore it. Mustang Mama.
Yeah, talk about what you do now for balance.
Oh, now for balance. Yeah, I see a counselor, and my biggest thing is really exercise. That's what really helps me the most, I think. Yeah.
Thank you, Marlena.
I just take care of myself, you know. If I don't feel great all the time, but nobody does. And one thing, I just try to stay healthy and happy.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
Right? No, go ahead.
One thing that we were worried about is because she has so much balance at this point, like she's on, I'm not gonna say everything, but she's on good medicine, a good balance of medicine, and her exercise and everything she's doing, that we worried that sensitivity that she was really, really strong back in the day. We were worried that she wouldn't be able to really have that same level of sensitivity. That's why we were so shocked when we took the Ben Hill drive and she had her eyes closed. And and I'm wondering, did actually like seeing things behind your eyes, that didn't freak you out at all?
No, I'm not scared about.
That would have freaked me out
about that anymore. Because I've been well for a very long time, and I guess I just want to be on here to support anybody else who's having any issues or feeling lost. If you're dealing with mental illness, or I'm here to talk to you if you need it.
You've got an advocate in Jen. She's got this new channel when she's not looking for traffic, but she wants to connect with other sensitive people. Yeah. And so if you're going through things like that, this is an advocate. This is a person who will help you through, like,
non-judgment zone.
No judgment zone. Exactly. Pebbles asked Brian and Jen, can you do another search on Bays Mountain? I haven't answered, but how do you feel about I do.
I'm willing to go back. Yeah, there's still a few things we'd like to look into, I think, right?
And actually, some of the description Jen made at one of our, when we were sitting on the bench in this last video, and she was like, I think there's a structure on the property. And I've kept going back to Bays Mountain because there is huge and there's so many structures throughout Bays Mountain. Mm-hmm. Although a lot of people have been volunteering to sort of come and help with a group search. And I think that area, man, we could get through Bays Mountain area with a big group of people and just canvas the trails. We can give everyone, make assignments and everyone canvas all the trails and hit all the structures. I think that would be perfect for Bays Mountain. I'm going through chat really slowly because I want to make sure that there's nothing that, and I'm sorry if it's crazy chat at all, but I'm deleting anything that is at all inappropriate. Any other questions? Or I do need mods. I use StreamYard, and I keep on actually, if Justin, you want to, if somebody could tell me, I haven't figured out how to make someone a mod on this thing, and I just haven't had time to sit down and learn the software, so it's kind of annoying. But I haven't seen anything that is horrible right now.
Harvey.
What that place you searched in your last video that was in that closed-in area by the wall that you filmed by the pipes, it looked like a gray blanket. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I noticed that
we
too.
noticed that.
We at first I was like, wow, there's like a stain on there, and it looked weird. But then we realized it was near paint equipment, and it looked like they used it part of painting. So I don't think it was anything relevant. As a woman, Ryan, thank you for being a great, loving husband, and thank you both for all you. Thank you, Paula Walker. Appreciate
That's right,
that.
Paula.
Linda says, I'm Pisces.
You're Pisces too. I am too.
I too see things. Hers comes in dreams. People think I'm crazy too, but they need to get a life.
Yeah, thank you. I agree.
Those making fun of anyone just shows what kind of person they are. Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that she was doing it under the guise of being all like, oh, you know, we want to protect Jen, and she's like,
and then going on the attack.
And then Ryan is despicable because he's using me, and oh my goodness, I'm like, what are you freaking talking about? You find one old blog that I made 15 years ago, and you think you know me, and you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know Ryan either.
And all of the people who said stay out of the drama, we are going to stay out of the drama. This is just the one thing we had to respond to. We're getting back to business. She's not quitting. I tell you that right now. Nothing's going to make her quit.
I'm not. No, this is something unrelated really to the search. I just want to make sure if anybody's watching that live, that you know I support you if you deal with mental illness, and you can still be what you want to be and do what you want to do no matter what your past is. That's what bothered me the most. I just want to be an advocate for people with mental illness. That's all. And you can't just say, oh, she has this, therefore, you know, she can't do this, and this. Dismiss
them more. Yeah, that's so sad. Everyone wants to know the name of your channel again. I don't think you heard it the other night.
Yeah, it's the Reluctant Psychic. I haven't started yet though. I'm a little nervous to do it, but I do plan to, possibly this weekend. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree. TL Love. That's the problem that we're seeing very quick with this community. TL Love says people are so judgmental when they should be standing hand in hand with others who care about humanity. Like, what good does?
Oh, thank you to Boston's mom.
Jen, you seem like you have a pure heart.
So sweet.
She does have a pure heart. And people like to attack people with pure hearts. People like to attack kind people.
It's very sad.
Very sad, but.
Oh, thank you. It's the weekend. You guys are so sweet.
Yes, they are good people.
Oh.
I love our viewers. Our
followers. Yeah, it's making me feel better.
Yeah. Look at the love you're getting. Look at this. Jen, you're amazing. So glad the world has a gem like you.
Oh.
I mean, just have to look at the comments on any of our videos. People who really want us to keep moving forward, they show love. They're good people. Here's a question. Kelsey, Ryan finds truth. Donna mentioned something about a wooden box, which was alarming. I don't know if you picked up on that in her last video. She's mentioned structures. Do you mean a wooden box that the body or summer could be in? Like, because that's something that has come up a lot. Either a wooden box or a crate or the wooden log as well as something. She's in something supposedly. So that's what you're talking about. Yes.
What is real rock? What came over you?
Hey, Real Rockin' Robin.
Heart on that tree in Jonesboro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was so sweet. Yeah, I had come up with the thought of the tree of life before we left when I was doing my automatic writing, and when I saw the heart on the tree and then the heart had trees on the inside, I'm like, ah, summer's, you know, smiling at us again. That was very sweet.
Yeah, Justin would be a great mod once I figure out how to do it. I'm just going really slowly through chat and making sure there's nothing bad.
Thank you, RV. RV there yet. I like that.
Yeah, RV there yet. I myself suffered for years, even while counseling. It's far more common now as we continue to put efforts toward diagnosis and treatment. Yeah, it's very, and people are getting a lot more success these days because of the new treatments, the new medicines. They're amazing, and people get balance a lot faster. I think I always say everyone should talk to a counselor because we all have things we deal with, and some people have situational depression that they have to work through. There's nothing wrong with talking with someone about it. Nobody's going to judge you for that, you know. I was
known people from all walks of life who deal with mental illness. Jen, there's a cabin near where Summer lived. Oh, that's interesting.
There are structures around
Okay.
there. We are going back to that area. There's and it was mentioned the other night, there's a cemetery out there, and
Yeah.
I was so some of the people in this story throughout a lot of the some people we interview from the community, even they like I tend to build a good like friendship with people pretty quickly, and some people locally open up about their own issues with depression, especially when they're attacked, when they're being attacked in this type of story, like people saying just accusing accusations going back and forth. And I can't imagine already having depression and then be having that kind of pressure under you.
Yeah.
That's scary. Like
It
people
is
can
very
hurt
scary.
themselves if with the kind of pressure they can get from YouTube, especially if they haven't found that balance with their mental illness. That's so scary. Like before you attack someone online, think about they're human. Like they are a human being. I don't care who they are. And how would you feel if you actually drove that person to like do something bad?
Right.
Like, would you be proud of yourself? Oh, I made them hurt themselves. Good job. Like that is really, that's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I can't believe people are like that. If you all do that with a big group of people, you need to take walkie-talkies.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good idea.
I will say I'm so happy I got Trevor Lee to agree to come with me on a hike. So, and I don't care if somebody says they don't like Trevor, then they can get off our channel because Trevor's awesome. So Trevor's coming on an upcoming hike, and it's going to be a tough hike. I'm really excited about it, but I need to have someone else with me. Jen can't come because she doesn't want to come because there's some scary climbing. So yeah, I'll put a link to her channel in chat at some point.
Yeah, I haven't started. Just so you know, there are no videos there yet. I just wanted to open it up.
I'll put it in the description once this is done.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can update it.
So I'll have Ryan let you know when I do put up my first video. Does that work?
Yep. Believe, let's all come together and love each other regardless of the opinions. The world needs each other. Let's make America beautiful. Work together. Agreed. Yeah. And honestly, I'll tell you too. Oh, thank you for the instructions on how to. I may do that now while you're talking. There was something important I wanted to say, and I completely.
I don't know.
Oh, I will say, as you are listening to different creators, like I do this myself, and I recommend everyone do it. When you come across a channel that takes that tack, and if I know it's entertaining to listen to people trash other people, and then coming to coming to ours and see how they're reacting. I know it's entertaining,
right? Yeah,
but it's really bad for your mental health to listen to evil people talking bad about other people, trying to hurt people. I highly recommend if you follow people who are like that in this community, you will feel so much better and so much cleaner in your psyche if you just unsubscribe from them, stop going over there, stop listening to this evil, because it's toxic to your own mind. Like it'll hurt you. And I tell Jen this, I wasn't going to listen to this, whatever she was doing over there, and I still won't listen to it. I just don't care what they have to say because they're useless to me. They serve, not that they're useless people, but they serve no purpose to our mission.
Yes.
If we needed information from them, which we probably never will, I might talk to them, but I don't have any reason.
Well, if I need to find my blog, I can ask them where it is. I seriously can't even find it.
It's so old, I know. So go ahead and
Nana
answer.
for life, you're lucky, like me. What are you?
I'm going to make Justin a mod real quick. Yeah. Go to YouTube.
Yep, no room for hate. That's right. Another Pisces here, I see. Stephanie. Finding it?
Yeah, you can talk about anything you want.
Oh boy.
The floor's open, Jen. You can talk about anything you want.
Well, I mean, yeah, so I'm going to be starting my channel very slowly and very low technology. I'm not like
Yeah,
Brian that way.
what is your
I
content
probably
going to be
will
like?
just use my phone, but no, I want to start out with a little prayer for summer. Maybe have like almost a vigil with candles or whatever. All of us could have a candle. I don't know. I'm too cutesy, I guess. But I'd like to talk about my journey and having other people maybe have thoughts on it. What?
I'm sorry, Chasing Truth is here. I just had a long conversation with a text email conversation. Remember, Chasing Truth is the true crime channel who helped us decide not to take sides. And so thank you, Chasing Truth, for being here. We totally respect you, love your channel.
Yeah, so just it's just gonna be basically a chat. That's why I like to look at it. So chat with each other.
Justin, you're mod now. Thank you so much for helping. I'll be adding more mods soon. Thank you, Connie, for offering. I'll go through this, and anybody who is willing to mod, we definitely need it. So, okay, let's go through text now and see. Yeah, I haven't gotten back in touch with Tara, Another Realm. I did apologize. I left in the description of the last video. I apologized about the EVP thing. She hasn't reached out to me again, but I really hope we can get back together because she was doing really good work. Mama Raymond, you mod for Reverend Donna. That's cool. Wow. Summer followed dog into trees. Please let me know if you see. Yeah, the petting the dog thing that you mentioned always stuck with me.
Yeah, I always had a feeling about that. I know she loved dogs, so that's not surprising.
It's good advice from Candalee Stone.
Yeah.
Jen, just keep doing what makes you feel good. If this becomes a burden, step back and reevaluate what you prefer to do.
Okay.
Those of us who care will not judge.
Good.
All I know is, whether I brought Jen in after I'd done all the Laurel Run stuff, I figured she would be a really good compass for me to add on to just searching. If it does become too much and she decides to take a break, I'm just going to keep getting out there. I really don't care what people say about me. So yeah. I'm just going to keep hiking and looking. And
thanks, Tracy.
Jenny Shabby is a Pisces too.
Oh, Pisces.
People are crazy on these YouTube streets. To Boston Mom.
That's true.
MGA Missouri, none of these people are in happy relationships either, so they're not ones to give advice. They need to take advice from people like us. Yeah, they'll never take advice from people who actually know how to make a relationship work. A lot of people like toxic relationships, I think. 30 minutes before we got into a car accident, a head in my head said he's going to crash the car. True crime junkie, yeah. Gosh, we've seen situations like that.
It's kind of weird when that happens.
I've heard, and those are the type of stories that people are sending us. Like they don't want to admit that they have these abilities, but they tell us, they'll actually write us a story about things that happened like that.
Well, I think everybody has the ability. I really do. It's just a matter of, to some degree. It's just a matter of whether or not you can tap into it, or or what. What does she say? She loves her dogs.
She loves her dogs. They are unhinged over there. Ignore it. Thank you. I think we know that now. You see all the love.
Yes, thank you guys.
I am glad we came on tonight. I didn't want to, people from in Europe who are going to come on here when they wake up and look for hoping for more information about what we're doing. And then they have to see, oh no, they're responding to drama, and people just don't like that. So I don't like doing this. But again, I think Jen has a right. She's angry about something atrocious like this somebody would actually do toward people with mental illness. She had a right to respond. So I'm going to give her the platform tonight, and then we'll move on and keep on doing what we do.
Yeah. I don't think it's a waste of time, because I just want to be supportive of other people who are dealing with it. And I don't want you to see, lives or whatever like that and feel alone and like you're not worthy or whatever, because it's just cruel.
So many people face that.
Yes.
That's a good question from Helen. And it's a hard question. How much are you correct on your feelings? Like how many times?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, but it seems like, you know, I will do my automatic writing. I'll have, you know, I think Ryan reads it for you guys sometimes. And there's always something that rings true. And then when I'm out on the field, I do have feelings, and it could be I get a headache. It could be my stomach starts hurting. It could get, you know, it could be anything, or just something will flash into my mind. That's all. But I'm not saying that I'm like able to close my eyes and see everything that happens or happened or whatever. That's not. I'm not claiming anything like that.
Yep. Shoot, I saw something a while ago.
Maine. Hello from Maine.
Yeah, that's Katahdin,
hi.
Mountain Mama. Hello, our fellow Mainer. I agree, the real Gypsy Soul. I am throwing Justin as a mod tonight because I know I can trust him to be fair. I definitely want mods who are as unbiased as possible, and I will choose people carefully. If I find that someone is being unfair with moderating, I will absolutely just change moderators. But we need the help right now. So yeah. We are trying to stay as unbiased as possible. So I promise we will continue doing that. So people mistake kindness as weakness. Oh,
very
yeah.
True. Very, 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 very true.
I told many people tonight that if I was you ever see that Al Pacino scene, Scent of a Woman, where he said, if I was the same man I was 20 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place. I said that tonight. I said that to Jen. I'm like, man,
don't show me that. I'll go down and
don't give me her address. But I wouldn't, and I'm not like that anymore. I don't. There's nothing good comes from threatening people, suing them maybe if they do something really stupid. I would sue someone, but
yeah.
But there's nothing good comes from this like back and forth war with people. So
it's fine with me if you want to go check out that live and see what she's saying, because I just told you everything, so there's nothing new.
Jen, you are a light. You bring empowerment, and I think you bring.
Thank you.
I think tonight maybe you actually made people feel better about maybe something they're going through.
I hope so. I hope so. That's why I wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it to be like, oh, they hurt my feelings, but
yeah,
more like it just. I just have always been a big advocate for mental illness, so you know, I just wanted to address it because of that.
Yeah, it's not just an attack against you. I think doing that is really harmful to people who suffer from mental illness in general.
Yeah, and it's one thing to say, oh, this is triggering, but sometimes people want to watch something more because someone says it's triggering, and it's like a compulsion and you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
3F says, Jen, just put that strong armor on. Strong woman armor on.
Thank you, 3Fs.
Oh, sometimes we feel alone when being attacked, but y'all always come and show support, and it helps us creators more than you know, truly. That's right, Justin. Thank you for showing
and also,
support.
like I said, if any of you ever need to talk about something like this, I'm available. If it would help at all. Whiskey Barrel.
You know, Jiggy, and this keeps coming up. I think maybe we shouldn't keep ignoring it. Like, do you get any feelings about the blue couch? The blue couch.
The blue couch.
The one that was, everyone said it was blocking the door, then it just disappeared.
Oh, that couch.
Do you have any kind of, like, we walk by couches when we're walking. Do you ever want to look in a couch?
I mean, I haven't concentrated on that yet, so maybe we could do that in a future video and stuff.
Yeah, I know if we saw a blue couch, we were definitely.
I haven't concentrated on that yet, but. What?
Oh, good. Thank you, Tara. Finally, she got back to me. Apology accepted. I love you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you so much. And again, there's going to be misunderstandings between people, between channels, between good channels. But like I said, I've got a list. I always do this, actually. I always have, like, I don't call it a hate list, but I call it a block. It's my internal block list.
When he was young, it was a hate list.
I had a list but it's short. Like, I have a short list of people I'm like, they're out of my life. I'm not even paying attention to them. And that's what I do now. I just, if somebody attacks, and it's not even if they attack us, if they go on the attack against people, and that's what their channel's all about, I literally will put them on a list that I'm like, okay, if anything comes up live and it's them, like, don't even look. It's not worth your time. So I make sure to keep track of who not to subscribe to, who not to watch. And I recommend everyone do that. Like, keep the hate out of your life, keep the hate out of your mentality. And it makes you feel so much better going through life and just working on your mission and working on your research and getting work done, and just ignore them all.
Right.
Ignore them all.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Since I am so sensitive, it's really not easy. And, you know, but I'm doing it for a cause. I'm not doing it for myself.
I think Helen's question, she's asking it
Helen?
again. How correct are your feelings in the past? Like, I gave examples of, you predicted, you had a feeling about a car accident. A car accident happened. Have you ever had a feeling and then it was like nothing?
Yeah, of course. Like, especially if it's a physiological, you know, reaction or something. I mean, it could be for another reason.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Because she can get the same exact feeling. I don't know if it's exact, but something bad happened in it. What?
You're funny. No, you're just like.
She can get the same feeling, or she describes the same feeling of something bad happened in an area, as she describes as, wow, that person over there is like really in a bad mood. And really, so that's why I say she's like a compass. So I know that something happened in this area, or there's something unusual, but we still have to search. She's not going to be like, oh, under the rock over there, there's a heart, or you know what I mean?
No,
like,
no, I'm not. No.
It's just being drawn to places.
Yeah, it's almost like a treasure hunt.
Yeah. I think people are almost like, and I used to think that about psychics, like, why can't you just tell me the answer?
I mean, if I told you I could do that, I would be lying, you know. And maybe somewhere in the world there's someone who can do that, but I can't.
Oh, we have someone from Australia actually.
Hi there.
Hey, Pia, Karma, Tenfold. I didn't think anyone from outside the US would be able to make it. So that's awesome. I guess Australia does work.
Thank you for your support, everybody. I really appreciate it.
You have all made Jen feel so much better tonight. Thank you all. We won't stop, Connie, honestly.
Oh, no, we're not going to stop. No.
Why put it on? Oh, good question, Kim Holmes. Why put it on YouTube? Should the searches just be documented and sent to TBI? Yes, and I think that we could have definitely taken the approach of privately doing a search and maybe not even putting it on video, hoping we find something and then sending whatever we find to the TBI.
Right.
But the thing is, so I learned about this case in like a year ago, like beginning of 2000 or the end of 2022, when I was doing these hikes.
Right.
And one thing I recognized really quick is that in this community, people have been researching this for going on 3 years now. It's going to be a cold case by next June. There's such a mountain of research and a huge number of personalities going on, and any clues or objects that we see, we have not been doing that research, and all of you have been doing that research. So we're careful about not recording things or saying where we're going, because you don't want people to start moving the body around. But if we've gone somewhere, we picked up on signs, or we see a pile of things that maybe it's relevant. Maybe what we're seeing is something that one of you have been like, oh crap, that's like the car that such and such owned, and Ryan and Jen didn't even recognize it, you know? So it's putting everything out there so that we can get feedback from everyone who's been researching this, and hopefully accelerate the process, make new leads, follow those leads, and get to the solution a lot faster. That's why we're filming it. And again, no memberships, no PayPal, no Cash App, no stickers, just ads to help us buy equipment. And it's always going to be like that. So
we're not doing it for money.
This is Honey Elder, this is a supportive community in many ways too. They're just bad seeds.
Yes, totally agree.
It is very supportive. I mean, there are so many people who are just, all of you. I mean, for a community to come together within 15 minutes, you know, and be like, help someone feel better in a situation like this.
Thank you.
That's just amazing.
No, it's not that I just wanted to support anybody else who might feel like me too.
You all are just amazing people. I love you all.
Yes, thank you so much.
Paula, Ryan, we can absolutely tell you use and abuse Jen. It's absolutely ridiculous. She used to get, oh, this is funny. So, like 10 years ago, she was on this medicine that actually it made her bruise more easily. And whenever she got a bruise, we constantly joked
like, oh God, Ron, look what you did to me.
Because she's so little and like bruising, everyone's gonna be like, oh no, this big guy's like abusing her.
That he has never laid one finger on me in anger, ever.
Ryan finds truth. I think you're gonna want to see Ziggy about a barrel. I'll check it out. And she's got, she's a few things that she was on to me to like listen to tonight, but we had to deal with this. So
For Carla,
how do you know you're sensitive? Carla Barkman says, how do you know you're sensitive? Because I may be, but I ignore it. I bet that's common.
I've ignored it for quite a while, but this is a good reason for me to try it out, and I feel like it was a good cause for me to try to use it. I I just started out, I can't even explain it. I can't even explain. It's something, if you journal about how you feel, that is a pretty good way to start it out. And journal about how you feel about things and see what happens, and if you can predict anything, that sort of thing, or keep a dream journal that could tell you a lot of stuff.
What helps you separate a feeling that may be related to an ability and just regular like internal body feeling? You know what I mean? Like when you say I feel tight in the chest, how do you know it's any different?
It comes on so fast. It's not like it doesn't like have a little lead up to it. It just comes on really fast, and that's how I feel. That's how I know.
Yeah, and I know, like, there was one comment, and
it's just another thing someone said on that other channel was that I was taking classes, which is not true, and I don't know where they got that.
Donna does
taking classes.
No, and Donna, we heard when we first talked to Donna, she said, "Hey, Jen could." Jen should take these classes, and Jen's like,
I just don't feel a need for it. And it's funny because that person
totally made that
said
up.
I was taking classes, and she said, well, if you really had the gift, you wouldn't need to take classes. I'm like, exactly.
Exactly.
But even if you do, taking classes can enhance it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking classes. It's just people are so weird. I don't know.
Joey Goen, how can I speak to you privately? Is there an email address?
Something to say that's like.
Okay.
Has to do with this.
Our daughter. Our
daughter. You want to be live?
Our daughter wants to be helped.
I just wanted to say I just went on the other live show that you're talking about.
See you.
Come over here.
Yeah, come on.
The other people who are saying other stuff about them. I just went on their live and I got myself blocked.
What did you say?
I started saying that they're being like. Can I swear on this?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
I just said that they're being assholes and they shouldn't be doing that.
That's a supportive daughter.
Thank you, Kayla.
I love you.
I got blocked by them.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing.
They got really mad though, if that makes you feel
Thank
better.
you. See, we have supportive children as well.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh gosh.
Jen's daughters are very, very protective of her too. They love her.
Wonder if Donna, are you ever feeling parents did something?
Question, Jen. I'm wondering if Donna or you are feeling the parents did something, or are you following what others? I'm wondering if Donna or you are feeling the parents did something, or are you following what others?
I am.
Who may have had
I have feelings. I have definite feelings, one way or another, but I'd rather not, put words to them right now. Just because, I don't like to point fingers at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Until there's evidence to support making an accusation.
Yeah, now I want to see what Kayla wrote.
Yeah, I know. Beautiful Sunflower, I say if people don't like Ryan and Jen out searching, then get off YouTube and get your boots on and go search.
Thank you.
Leave those people alone.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you. The broken barrel with Tennessee Hills on it, possible buried close by. Yeah, I saw her, saw Reverend Donna's. description of the broken barrels at the bottom of a ravine, and we are keeping
Yeah.
our eyes open for every single piece of description that she's given lately. So not just Donna. I hope people realize, I mention Donna all the time because she has so many clues. Jen and I were just talking today about, are we going to only stick to the pins, to Donna's pins, or are we going to start expanding out as we hear other things? And we pretty much, we're doing both. Like, we're balanced out. If we run out of, I think we said if we run out of leads and we need more places, we're going to go to Donna's pins. But if we have leads,
then we're just going to do that. I
then
mean, we'll go with our own leads as well.
Yeah. Or like I have, well, what was her name? Shoot. Psychic Sleuth. She has a great map out there, which is, I'm using her, that she basically drew a dot on a map. And I'm using that to help, just as like an additional corroboration with other information for that area. Because it's, again, it's vague, like the scale of it, I can't quite make out. I just know that the general area, and it's the area that, you know, you need private property access to get on. So getting input from everyone, really.
Yep.
There's too many. So Helen Barnes, there's too many signs that summer's dead. Remember the horse.
Yeah.
A lot of, almost, I'd say the majority of the people who are mediums, they make that conclusion.
I think so. Okay, Jen, I'm new here. Can you tell us about you and what you do, please? About me?
Helen Penrith is new, wants to know more about you.
Well, I like to say that I'm helping Ryan in the search for summer. Before we go out, I will do readings, concentrating on where we're going, and just, you know, in general, trying to get any feelings for the area, or even little clues that summer might want to leave us. That's what I really love when that happens. And yeah, and I think I said I'm starting a new channel. It's called The Reluctant Psychic.
Something that's also important about you too.
About me.
Is before we started doing this, and this is a comment that was made over there that it more pissed me off, because I know Jen, they don't know Jen, and I know the Jen before she started doing this with me. And holy cow, like, this woman, before she decided to do this, had gotten her life together, had found balance, was doing 10Ks, was was at a happy place in her life, and she was strong, and like I said, she had that balance. So when I approached her, I wasn't doing it to like give her purpose, because she already had purpose.
I have plenty of purpose. Thank you very much.
So this is something that she loves, feeling passionate about something new, a new project that she can work on, and we can work together on it. I'm not some sick
little invalid like that person's trying to say I am. I don't know strange things people think about people with mental illness. People think, I guess, that we'll never there's no way to get better or something. I don't know what people don't know. I think that's it. There's a fear of the unknown, and they don't know the truth. They don't know what it's all about, so they're scared. They go by stereotypes and everything, and that's just not okay.
Yeah. And that's a good. Linda Dunn actually makes a good point that we should talk about. In the Bible, there are those with gifts to tell what dreams mean and interpret these dreams, and I believe God gives people these things to use for good, to help find the lost.
Oh, I love that.
And that's
nice.
That's something I'll tell you. People who are we have a lot of viewers who've told us they are very Christian. They believe in God. They believe in Jesus. They also are accepting that anything that's good comes from God. Anything that is done for good, like anything produces love or goodness, I mean, that's not coming from Satan. God's going to do good. God's going to create love. And if you're spreading love with your gift, if you're doing good work, trying to do good work, that comes from God. And I don't have any doubt about that. I am Christian. I grew up Catholic. Jen grew up Christian. And we decided our form of protection is going to be like, I wear a cross. She wears
Virgin Mary.
Virgin Mary. And we pray before we go out every time. Yep. So I think, unless there's more questions, do you feel like we have more to do tonight? Or?
I think I'm good. I just want to finish just saying again, if any of you have questions or any help you need with any, like if you're suffering from mental illness or anything like that, I'm always available to talk if you want, and it's no judgment here. This is a no judgment zone. And I hope that we've lived up to that.
Yeah, we try.
We try to live up to that. Yeah.
There are still questions coming in. We'll do more lives. I think for you all to get to know us at maybe a better hour for everyone. This was
not planned.
9:30 midweek. We'd like to do this on the weekends just to get to know you all. You can ask questions. We'll do it more often. So, and Ziggy will be going live as well with some news. So if you all want to go to Ziggy's,
cool.
Absolutely,
hey,
go
Ziggy.
for it.
Oh, that's Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
So thank you all for your support tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us at this short notice. I really appreciate it.
Love you all, and we'll talk to you again later.
Bye.
Bye.